Good morning, students. Welcome to today's computer class. So, did you all read your chapter? That's good. So, today what we are going to do is the chapter it's over. So, I'm just going to recollect what we studied through the practical session. Okay, we're going to create or design one table. Then we are going to design a form, query, and report. All right. Then after that, we are going to do the exercise questions which are given in the textbook. Got it, students? So, shall we go ahead and do the practical session? Yes? Fine. Welcome back to today's practical session, dear students. As I said, the chapter is over, but still we are going to continue with creating one database. Okay, we are going to work on all the database objects, MS Access objects. So, do you know what are the objects of MS Access, right? Yes, tables, queries, forms, and reports. So, I'm going to give you a capture of how to do all these things one more time, and we are going to wind up this chapter. Got it? Okay, let's move on to this chapter. For that, let me open Access first. Okay, so shall we create a new database? So already we have a student's name list over here. So if you want, we can just open another database. Okay, so let me click on new blank database. Who remembers after clicking on new blank database, what appears on the screen? Will you get the access sheet? No, right? Yes. When you click on blank database, the right side you will get blank database with the file name box. In the file name box, type some name. Okay, database 2 is here. So you can say write any other name. Okay, so it is a provisions. Let us do the provision list. Okay, provision.accdb and make sure that you are saving it in your folder. So click on this folder icon and here, select the folder place where you want to save it. I always save it in data drive 1D. Okay, so let it be in my folder. So it's provision. The name I'm going to give it provision only. Okay, and what is the extension for access file? Yes, ACCDB. Okay, click on OK button. So then click on create. So the sheet is created, database it's created with the name provision. Okay, the very first thing it's table. So do you remember? So if it's a table, we can create it directly with this data sheet view. Otherwise, we can create it with the table design. With the help of table design. So whenever you create a table, just keep it in mind that how many fields you need and what are the data types of that particular field. Okay, so in order to create a table, I'm going to create tab. So if you want to create a table or a form, query, whatsoever, you have to go to this create tab only. So click on create, then table, you can see table template, SharePoint, table design. So using the design table design, we are going to create a table. Click here and you can see field name and data type. Field name and data type. So field name it's serial number. So serial number it's a first one and number it's going to be the number data type. So let me choose number. The second one item name. Okay, so that second one it's a item name. So item name it's a text data type. Okay, then next is quantity. Quantity, how many we are buying, 1 kg, 2 kg or 2 packets or 2 soaps or whatever it is, numbers, counting quantities. Quantities, it's going to be number. But do not specify kg and all, okay. So if you want to buy 1 kg, simply write 1. That's enough, okay. Then quantity, then price per item, okay. Price per item. Price per item, it's a rupees, right? So let us see whether we have a rupees. No, so in this case we will select number itself. Okay, then what else we need? Do we need a total? We can also make calculations with the help of this access. So total amount, it's going to be the number. It's going to be number. Okay, and you can see another field called description. If you want, you can type any description related that. Okay, so serial number, okay, number of items purchased, item name, it denotes the name of the item, quantity, how many items I have bought on that particular item. Likewise, you can give a description. It's not mandatory. The first two fields, the field name and data type, these are the mandatory fields and this is optional. Okay, so once after you create design a table, so we have given a field name and data type. Once after you design the table, what you have to do, who remembers? Yes, we have to set the primary key. We have to set primary key. So primary key, which will be suitable for which one? Total? No, maybe two or three items have the same amount. Price also, it's not possible. Primary key should be the unique number. Okay, so no one else can hold the same value. So quantity also, maybe I may buy 2 kgs of oil and 2 kgs of rice. So 2 is coming in two places, so it's not possible. Then item name, so I may buy a particular item, okay, chai powder with two different companies. So chai powder, the name comes twice, right? So it's not possible. Then serial number 1234, that's going to be the unique number. So the primary key should be a unique number. Okay, primary key should be a unique number, and so select that field and then set the primary key, which is under design tab. Okay, so you can see primary key it's set. So once after you design a table and set the primary key, you have to click on save button. When you click on save button, it says save as table name. Table name is provision list. Okay, already the name provision we have given. Here we will give provision list. Click on OK button. So provision list is created. You can see here table 1, it's nothing. So if you don't want, you can just close it. Okay, so we have only one table, provision list. So this is a table we created. This is a table we designed. Now we have to enter records. We have to enter records. How to enter records? Just double click on the table at the left side. You can see the field names appears here. So first item name is rice. Quantity 5 kg. Price per item or per kg is 55 rupees. So total, let the total be as it is. Let me go to the second field. Okay, then in the second field I want a rice bran oil. Okay, oil, and I need 4 liters. Per liter 125 rupees. Okay, then third item I'm going to type soap. Okay, bath soap. So soap I'm going to get 5, each soap 10 rupees. Then fourth item, you can just type anything. Washing powder. Okay, so 1 kg, 1 kg it's 250 rupees. Likewise, you can just continue with your list. Okay, so what is the next item you can give? Maggi. Okay, so I need 1 pack. Okay, so it is 50 rupees. So likewise, you can just add items. Okay, then after adding items, you can just, that means you have created the table. Okay, you design the table and you have entered records. So far you have entered 5 records. Got it? So this is the way we create tables. Well, the next one is query. Next one is query. So in the query, we are going to make some questions, right? So let's see. Let me go to create, okay, and go to query wizard, okay. You can see query wizard and query design, both you can see. Let me first go to query wizard. When you go to query wizard, new query box appears. Select simple query wizard and OK button. Okay, and here it displays the tables or queries. Just click on the arrow mark. So far we have only one table, so that is the one displayed. Select it. And what are the available fields in this particular table? It's displayed here. So you can just choose the fields whatever you need. Okay, so I have selected the fields whatever I need. Then click on next button. Okay, would you like a detail or summary query? I need a detail. So detail, it's already selected. Then click on next button. Then you can give a name of the query. It's automatically it comes as a provision list query. Let it be as it is. If you want, you can change the name. Okay. Then open the query to view information. Yes. Finish. Okay. So query it's created. If you want to see the query, double click on it. See, this is the query we are seeing. Okay. Now you can use it. You can design using the query wizard also. For that, selected simple query. Sorry, query wizard we have seen, right? So we can do it with the help of query design also. Select the query design. When you select it, you can see show table box appears, and which says tables, queries, boards. So I want to do it for table only. So I'm selecting the table. Click on add button. So when you click add button, a box will appear with available fields in that particular table. Do you see? Yes, now click on close button. Now you can see the field names. What are field names? And bottom you can see the box. Okay, field, table name, sorting, show, criteria, or. So whatever you select, you can see that double click on it, which will come in the first column. See the second column, it's empty. Double click on it, it will come. Next, third column, fourth column, fifth column. It doesn't matter, you need to display everything. You can just select whatever you need. Maybe you can select only the item name and then total, or item name, price, or quantity, whatever it is, you can select it. Okay. And would you like to sort it? Sorting? Yes, I would like to sort it according to the quantities. Okay. So quantities, I'm going to sort it. Where is the sort button? So here it's a sort button. Ascending order, smallest to greatest. Okay. So in the quantity, I'm sorting. Okay. So you want to show or hide. So all the boxes has a check mark. That means which will be displayed. Total, I do not want to display. Okay. So I have put it here. And serial number also, I feel I don't want. Okay. So here only 3 fields will be available in your query. So query, and you can put a criteria. If you want to put any criteria, you can put it here. So you can just put a criteria. Amount is greater than the price is or quantity, it's greater than 1, you can display, or price greater than 100 rupees. Okay. Greater than provision, it's greater than 100. So here it is, I have given a criteria. Criteria means condition. Query means we are filtering data based on some condition, right? So condition, it's called criteria. Okay. So we have done everything. So after doing things, click on save button. It gives a save as box and give a query name, query 1, okay button. Okay. So now double click on this query, you can see. Okay, washing powder 1, which is 250 rupees, rice bran oil 125 rupees. So what is the criteria we have given? We have given the items which are greater than 100 rupees only displayed here. See here, original table only 2 items, 125, 250. They are greater than 100. Remaining 55 rupees, 100 rupees, 50 rupees. Right? So they are not displayed because of the criteria I specified. So would you like to do one more query? Okay, so let me do query design. Okay, so it shows the queries, the table name, add it, and then click on close button, and I need item name, quantity, and price. Okay, so now I'm going to give a criteria. Okay, criteria is price greater than, price is less than 100. Items which are less than 100 I want to display. So I have given the criteria conditions over here. So click on save button, query 2, OK button. Now double click on query 2, you can see less than 100 rupees. 3 items comes under less than 100 rupees. Is it clear, students? That's good. So this is a way we create a query. So we have seen how to create a table and how to create queries using query design and query wizard. Okay, now the next one is forms. How to create forms. So go to create tab. Okay, forms group, then form command. Click on the form command, you can see the items. Okay, one of 3 is here. So this is for query 2. I want it for provision list. Okay, select the table first, then go to create and forms group, then form command. You can see 5 items. Okay, so you can just move forward. Second, third, fourth, fifth items are coming. Got it? So this is a way we just view the information using form. And let us do the forms with the help of form wizard. Okay, so form wizard or form design, you can go. Let me go to form wizard. Okay, let me go to form wizard. Okay, so let me click on more forms and form wizard. Again the box appears with the name form wizard, and you can see the tables and queries names. Select the table. Okay, and whatever the fields you would like to put it in your form, you can just choose it. Okay, choose the fields, everything I have chosen, then click on next button, then choose the layout. So what are the four types of layout? See what layout would you like to for your form. So four types of layouts are columnar, tabular, datasheet and justified. Select columnar and click on next button. As I said, I have some issues with that. Okay, but when you click on next button, you see this window directly appears. Okay, so what title would you like to give for your form? So provision list 1 underscore form I am giving, so that I can identify it's a form. Okay, and then click and then choose open the form to view or enter information, then click on finish button. When you click on finish button, you can see the form appears here. Here, as I said, I had some issues with here. That's the reason I'm not getting the table, I'm not getting the form. Okay, so this is the way we create the form. Okay, now next one, the last one, it's how to create a reports. So for that, first go to report groups, then report command. When you click on a reports command, you can see the items. Okay, rice, bath soap, Maggie items are displayed here, and when it was taken 5th November and the time it's displayed over here. Okay, so this is a way the forms, it's a direct form, and you can also you design a form using form wizard. Okay, sorry, you can also design a report using a report wizard. For that, click on report wizard and you see report wizard dialog box appears. Using tables and queries, select the table. Okay, then available fields also you can choose it. Then next button, then grouping it's already there. Then next button, then you can just sort, making it ascending or descending order up to 4 fields it's given, but I'm going to make it ascending or descending according to the price items. Okay, price per item, ascending smallest to greatest one, it's enough for me. Then next button, the layout, columnar, tabular, justified. Then orientations, portrait, landscape, you can choose whatever you need. Then make sure that adjust the field width so all fields fit on a page. So click on next button. So as I said, when you click on a next button, you will get the correct window, you will get this window. Okay, so what title you would like to give? Underscore report. Okay, then preview the report, then finish button. When you click on a finish button, you will be able to see the report over here. Got it? As I said, for some reason I'm not getting the report because of some issues in my access. But if you try in your end, you will get it. Okay, so whatever procedures we have done, everything is correct. Only the display is not coming here. Got it, students? So this is what we have studied in Microsoft Access. Okay, so the chapter it's over, and also we have done a recollect of everything. Okay, so now it's time to do your exercise questions. Students, herewith I'm just showing you the answers for the exercise questions. All of you take your text and go to page number 101 and read the question. Try to answer by yourself, then copy the answer from the picture I have shown. Got it? Well, students, so all of you read the chapter thoroughly. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask me your doubts. We do have a Google Meet. I'll let you know when it is. During the Google Meet also you can ask me how your doubts. Okay, so study well, and I will be conducting test paper for chapter 6 maybe by next week. I'll let you know the date and time. So study the same. I will also send the question and answers for chapter 6. Students, do not forget to write the lab activities at the back of your computer notebook. How to create tables, forms, queries and reports. For all 4 you have to write the lab activities. Got it? Well, students, see you next week. Until then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.